story of the Old Testament or the Hebrew Bible, the story of Abraham. Okay, train a large language model on that because it's integrated into the cosmic order, however you want to say it. How far do you go with this? I mean, like, do you train this model on the New Testament? Do you train it on the epistles?
We're playing with that. I don't know.
Do you train on John Milton?
Good question. Dante. So imagine, that's a very good question. So imagine that at the foundation, you have the biblical library. Mm-hmm. Okay, but then you have, like you said, the secondary literatures.
What about the Quran?
We want to train a separate one on the Quran.
Keep them
and then we want to have them debate. Yeah. Well, what's really interesting in the case of Islam, because there's an insistence in the Islamic world that the entire epistemology is actually contained in the text and nothing else.
I think the mistake that people make in comparative religion between Islam and Christianity is that they think that the Bible in Christianity is what the Quran is in Islam.
Yeah, right. That's just not the case.
In Islam, the word becomes a book, and in Christianity, the word becomes a person.
Yeah.
I think Jesus is to Christianity what the Quran is to Islam, right?
Absolutely.
That's probably,
and that's a big difference.
I think that's a mistake that people make, partly because, the Quran is infallible.
Right.
You can't think that any word of the Quran is wrong because it's the literal and altered word of God. Whereas with the Bible, you've got a bit more leeway, say it's mythology, or maybe there's a historical contradiction, but it's not actually that much of a problem. However, if you had Jesus in front of you, you can't contradict him, right? I think that's an important distinction for people to keep in mind. That
also makes the logos the living word.
Yeah,
right. It makes it
more difficult to put forward the somewhat naive criticism that I think people often make of the Gospels as contradicting each other.